Hello everyone. We're asking if October is finally starting. There are definitely signs that October might be starting right now. We are looking at the altcoin chart first on the total free, and you will note that this is actually the third time that we are trying to break out of this major downwards trend line. This trend line goes back until July of this year. We have actually drawn two phases here. Now the July one is the white one. We've actually broken out of that one, which is already a good signal. This other one is the major one that goes back, as you can see, very far from March, where we started with this serious downtrend. Now it has really been excruciating, as you can see, this up and down and up and down. It has also missed our indicator on the daily here, going between a red and green. This is not something that happens very often, and it clearly indicates we are in a changing phase. You'll note in other cases the indicator went red and was red for a long time, then went green sometimes. So they are really the market is trying to shake out people with leverage at this point, and this usually happens before a big move and the change of market starts. This is also what is making it very difficult if you are in a leveraged position here. October 3, we received a buy signal on the Bitcoin chart, and as you can note, what is very interesting is that the altcoins have not made a low under the October 3 mark. Bitcoin, however, I'll just quickly go to the Bitcoin chart, and just see there, where's our normal, should have put, let's just go to Coinbase. I'm looking for Binance. There we go. Sorry, it took a bit long there. At on 3 October, Bitcoin gave the buy signal, and as such, we expected this could be it. Usually, you get this false move up, and then you get a push straight up when we come back again over these moving averages. However, Bitcoin is trying to make it also very difficult, and Bitcoin even put in another low that is lower than the 3 October low, and the altcoins did not. But that shows us something different. There's strength in the altcoin market. The altcoins want to run, and thus I believe this could be with altcoins starting to break out. Bitcoin shows signs of a recovery here as well, and Bitcoin needs to cross over these moving averages. We are not there yet for Bitcoin to initiate the run. However, the altcoins have already crossed over their downwards trend line, as you could see there. And Bitcoin, it gave a sell signal there. This sell signal, when the market runs off, gets invalidated. However, it then gave us this second catching out of leverage positions, and Bitcoin is going to give us another buy signal when these moving averages cross downwards. It needs to, at that point, Bitcoin needs to, at that point, start running up. The situation is becoming dangerous on the other hand, because there is a recession risk, and Bitcoin needs to start running now. We don't know how long the stock market is going to continue up yet, but stock market is up substantially from the 2020 lows. I think about coming to the 300% range, and that is actually dangerous. It is actually dangerous historically. If you look at the 2008 market crash, the stock market had also rallied about 300% before a major crash came in. Now the situation is slightly different with the money printing, and that we haven't had a major bank collapse like we had with Lehman Brothers in 2008. And the printers, it appears, are being turned on to try and prevent that situation. But I'm still cautious at this point whether we are going to have this full bull run into next year. However, if we can now start running and the indicator turns green and we have the normal bull phase initiating, the indicator will still green for months. If it then turns red at some point, then we should watch out. But it needs to take off here, and it needs to get above these moving averages, because a cross down and a price down indicates a bear market, and that is definitely not something we want to see. On our altcoin chart, as we have just indicated, I'm going to go back to total 3, and we can see on total 3 we are already at current price. Of course, market hasn't closed yet, but because it's already the third time, there's a very good chance that today's candle will close above these moving averages, and it might be a very high candle close today. Ideally, if we can get above this secondary downwards trend line, we've broken this first one, the major one that comes from March this year. If we can go up above there, and then we also will have a perfect cup formation taking us back to that 634. It need not go in one candle, but hopefully we can get a big candle or candle to here and then a breakout candle tomorrow. That could be significant. Of course, Saturday and Sunday ones, you can be cautious of them because they can run very high, but then they again make place for a Monday pullback. When the bull market really resumes, then CME gaps and these types of things, they sometimes get left behind because they only get filled up again when the bear market comes. So you sometimes run right through those CME gaps on Bitcoin, etc. Then people like to refer to say there must be a pullback on the Monday because there's a big CME gap, but those CME gaps sometimes get left behind, and as I say, only filled up when a bear market comes again. So the chart looks positive. We have another chance now. I hope the market liquidity, the whales are going to come in buying, and that we are third time lucky. It is the 11th of October today already. Put in a post yesterday. The bull market in 2020, that was also a year of US elections after the previous halving, already took off. The low was on 2 October. Now, interesting, it could be that the low of the altcoin market was already on 3 October. Looked like Bitcoin's low might have been 3 October, but Bitcoin yesterday made another low. If we look at last year, the low of Bitcoin was here by 12 October. And of course, as I said, we are on 11 October today. So will history repeat itself? Will Bitcoin finally from here take up across the moving averages and start its bull run? From the altcoins, it does appear, because the altcoins are starting to gain here against Bitcoin, and it does appear that the altcoins are initiating a bull run, and as such, hopefully they'll start dragging Bitcoin with them. Because sometimes the altcoins do lead Bitcoin. We've seen in previous years that Ethereum, for example, took off and then Bitcoin took off with its run, or even in some cases XRP took off and then Bitcoin took off. So things are definitely looking hopeful at this point, but we need confirmation of this line, and as well with Bitcoin, needs to break out above those moving averages as we showed you. But both are forming green candles, and we must hope they stay green for the rest of the day and continue. Yeah, the indicators are green. As we say, it's definitely a bit of a shakeout here. A shakeout like this usually in October only continues a few days, and I think these few days have now been met. And with historical time periods when October actually started, it also coincides. So let's keep our eye on the charts today, and have a great weekend. Thanks.